you guys are water engineering the head يعني انتوا
ايه يعني لا يعني أنا like you know start to go into deep thought. لا مو لهالدرجة.
he did the Spider-Man thing.
ايه هذا يا يعني even your hands they're like almost like what's it called? Fins. I was gonna say fingers and fins. Don't say fins.
سكت ما تشوفيني سكت.
So you have, I mean it is technically fins because they're fingers.
Don't.
Fans. What is it called? Fins. Oh my god.
Don't.
And we back.
Hello to another episode
of It's Fareel with
Farah
and Sadid. Saying my name right this time.
صح خلاص okay. Farah and Sadid.
Yes. How you doing?
All good. How are you guys? Wallah, I missed this. Long time no see.
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
All good, wallah.
All good. Feeling refreshed.
Yeah.
Feeling
I have
Gucci.
a lot of people asking about Omar. I have to like highlight it شوية in the beginning. A lot of people trying to guess how he looks, what is his personality, how حتى his mindset. This show حتى your mindset, Omar. People are so intrigued to get to know who you are. And
the BTS guy.
Off الفضول. When curiosity hits.
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day.
Maybe.
خلاص.
We'll keep it as a mystery as of right now.
You shall see.
Yeah, once we sell out a show or something,
صح.
it will be the reveal, you know.
صح.
Yeah.
Yes, inshallah. Why not?
Fully booked arena,
Fully
inshallah.
booked like
Insane. Halfway through the show, عمر يطلع.
the reveal. So عرفتي هذا like اللي smoke with like the black silhouette.
Basically,
and it's
النار.
and then like the door opens and he walks through.
Yes.
And like a tux and like a magician hat or something.
Definitely.
What?
فجأة يطلع
Pull a
أرنب.
rabbit.
إيه فجأة يطلع أرنب.
Why not? Okay. Or like he comes in on like a camel or a horse. It could be like a horse and he's wearing like a night outfit and then like reveal.
بالعكس أنا
Phantom of the Opera صار.
بالعكس أنا أحس هو يكون قاعد within the audience بعدين فجأة يقوم.
The light shines on him.
إيه بعدين فجأة يقوم إنه ترى this is.
There's a lot of we have a lot of good brainstormed ideas يعني.
Nice. We have ideas lined up for you, Omar.
يلا.
So أنت بس تقول okay.
Yes.
Okay خلاص. حبيت.
Hello. Very good.
Very good.
Very good.
Huh? Tell me.
Tell you what? Tell me why.
أول شيء الحمد لله على السلامة.
الله يسلمك.
How was your trip?
Very good. Very much needed.
I know you went to SHXTSNGIGS
show.
It's not a concert.
No, it's a show. It's a podcast show. Yeah.
Okay. How did it feel?
It was amazing.
We're huge fans of SHXTSNGIGS.
Yes.
Yeah,
One of my favorite podcasts.
This is the, I think it's literally the most sent videos or sent reels between us.
Yeah, the most like forwarded. Oh my god,
Yeah.
did you see this one? I'm like that. I've watched this like 10 times, cracking up laughing or something. I die every time I watch it. Like, wallah, it was so surreal. Like the minute I got in the arena, I was like, oh my god, like I got goosebumps. I was like, it's crazy how like, you know, like when they started this podcast 4 years ago, they were like just two random people. They're not like influencers or celebrities or famous people. They're just like two random guys that just decided to start a podcast. And like where they are now, I was just like, wow. Like
Hashtag goals.
Hashtag manifestation. Hashtag inshallah.
One day. Sold out arena, O2 Arena. فيعني it was just amazing. It felt so surreal. While I was there, I was like, oh my god, I can't like. From watching them on the screen to like they're live right there, it's like, how is this possible? How is it? It's like I'm here right now. Great show. Wow.
But yeah.
That was like selling out the O2 Arena. Yeah.
And that's where like concerts happen with like celebrities and stuff. And that's why I was like, I got goosebumps. I was like, oh my god, this is like amazing.
It's happening.
It's happening.
One day, inshallah. One day. So,
Auntie, how have you been?
Well, I've been good, alhamdulillah. It's really hot here in Kuwait.
Oh my god, don't even get me started.
Really hot.
I want to jump straight into what's on the menu since you mentioned my trip.
Yes.
I was in London. So I tried, first of all, London bakeries. Oh
my God.
The best thing in the world.
Oh my God. I was just bakery hopping.
Yeah.
For, like every day I was at a bakery, like, or sometimes, some days it was like 2 bakeries in one day. They're so good.
And
like,
they have the best coffees. I know you're not a coffee drinker.
Like but like the croissants. For me, like I'm very picky with my croissants. Like they have to be like the buttery, the flaky, and like even the uniqueness of each place. Like there's, it's all different bakeries. Like you go to different, like you'll think, oh, it's a bakery. They just have croissants and Danish, but no, like each bakery has just something different. I'm like, we need this here in Kuwait. Like we need bakeries like that because I'm sucker for like these pastries, especially when it's executed properly. Yeah, and I tried, there was this one place I tried that it was like mango sticky rice Danish.
Interesting.
That was like really cool. And then there was one that was like cardamom and some, like, I like these weird flavors. So I was like combinations and stuff, unique stuff. And I was like, I carbed up. I'm like, carb loaded. Now I need to carb deload.
Oh my God.
But bakeries in London in general, like, and like you go in, it's like, you want to try everything, but you can't because it's too much. But like everything looks so good. You can never go wrong with whatever you choose.
Especially when it comes to like sandwiches or grilled cheese sandwiches, which they have the best.
And then like one shout out like to Chestnut Bakery in London. Please. Yeah, I want to expand it here in Kuwait as well. Like with that bigger expansion. It's really good. It's one of my favorites. And it's like in London, it's like considered one of the best croissants there as well.
Nice.
They have like a croissant of the month. And I'm like, why don't we have the extended version of Chestnut Bakery here in Kuwait?
Shout out
Inshallah, Chestnut. And then 2 other restaurants I've tried. One of them, they actually have it in Saudi. They just opened in Saudi.
Nice.
It's a Persian restaurant called Birinjak.
Oh my God, that's famous.
Oh my God.
That's famous. But unfortunately, I know a couple of people who had a really bad experience.
I had an amazing experience.
It's fine dining. It's
not in UK. It's not considered level wise of the food quality. Yes, considered fine dining. But like the vibe,
not the vibe.
No, and it's like
the vibe is rustic.
It's very rustic, very small. Like even like it's bar stools on the kitchen. You see them like cook in front of you and stuff like that. So, but like it's so good. I didn't expect. I was like, you know what? I heard. I was like, it's like it was. I heard the hype. I was like, let me give it a try. I was like, how is it special? Like it's just Persian food, kebab, like kubida, Georgia, like whatever. Like what's so special? Why is it so special? Like majority of the places, the good places, they're like similar, in terms of like the food and stuff like that. But it is. I understand the hype. Yeah. It's not overhyped at all. Like it's worth the hype. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I know a couple of people who had the really bad.
And then like they have which I never knew existed. They have like black chickpea hummus.
Okay.
And then when I googled like how is it black chickpeas, it's called kala chana or something like that, kali chana, or it's a type of chickpea that comes like in dark brown or black.
Nice.
I was like, that's very interesting. It has a very like weird, and they're known for that
nutty
hummus
flavor.
Yeah, they're worth the hype.
Okay.
Another one, which is like, this is one of the first times I've tried, like I usually also like to try different cuisines. I tried the Sri Lankan cuisine.
Okay.
The restaurant was called Hoppers. And basically hopper is a dish in Sri Lanka known. It's like a pancake kind of, it's between like I want to say it's like between the style of it. It's like a crepe / pancake / naan kind of way. It's cooked in like a bowl kind of thing.
Okay.
And it's made from fermented rice flour and coconut milk. So it has like a savor, like it's not very salty. It's like a sweet kind of hint to it.
Okay.
And either some places they have like they crack an egg inside in the middle and they eat it with an egg, or you can eat it like Sean, you eat the naan with the curries.
Like some sort of a bread, a side bread or something.
It's really good.
Interesting.
Like I was surprised. I was like, I want to try it. Like I've seen it and it's like, okay, I'm like very highly rated. Let me try it out and stuff. And I tried it. I was like, I want to get like the classic. And even their curries, they don't taste like the typical Indian curries. It's completely different flavor profile, spices.
Okay.
I got lamb curry. So good. With the hopper.
I like that more actually. The Sri Lanka, I ate it in Sri Lanka.
Yeah, it's like it's
All of that.
coconutty. It has like a slight sweetness to it.
It's more tropical, I would say.
Like sweetness
أحس
kind of.
Sri Lankan cuisine is between Thai and Indian.
Kind of like
Somewhat, yeah.
yeah, because they use a lot of that coconut milk
Yes,
and it has like
yes,
that
yes,
sweetness
yes,
to it, not
yes.
like super high spice like chili.
Their spice level actually
It's quite good.
yeah, medium
Yes,
يعني.
I loved it. يعني. I was surprised. Like I'm like, wow. I want to even try making that. It's called the hopper. And it even looks like it looks like a bowl. Like it's not even a flat bread. It looks like kind of like this. Madri. Like a bowl, basically.
Okay.
I'm like, I want to try making it at home.
Interesting.
Yeah. Those are my what's on the menu.
Nice.
Oh, and humble crumble is worth the hype.
Such.
Because I love apple pie. If you like apple pie or crumbles or berry pies, you'll like it. And
I like a crumble more than a pie.
فهذا it's like that. And basically their classic one is the apple with the crumble and the hot custard. I tried the classic, and then I tried the month. Like every month they have a special. So the May special was similar to trifle, which I love trifle. It was like strawberries, raspberries, and a cold custard on top with like mascarpone cream on top with raspberry sauce. Ooh, so good.
A good custard or يعني a good cream on a heavy summer day.
So good. So yeah, definitely worth waiting in line for. But the line moves fast. Definitely worth the hype.
Okay. We need more of this in Kuwait.
Yes, please.
مع كل المطاعم اللي عندنا بس we still need such things honestly. Huh.
I have a question.
Tell us.
Zen. I saw somewhere online. I thought about it. I was like, very interesting, because I've always like, sometimes you watch movies and like especially fictional movies, and you're always like, wondering if you were to live in a fictional world, what fictional world would you live in?
I told you in the last episode I wanted to become a vampire.
بس يعني what fictional world, like vampire, but like a specific movie or...
Can I choose Harry Potter مع I don't know, Van Helsing?
Yeah.
Can you do that?
Choose separate ones or together in the same one?
Together يعني.
So magic.
Harry Potter meets Van Helsing.
So vampires instead of wizards.
No, حتى wizards. يعني.
Wizard vampires.
Oh damn, that's good.
That's a good...
Yeah. I'm a Potter fan.
Potter. Harry Potter.
Potter.
We all are.
Potter.
We all are. Unfortunately, us millennials are.
Are you guys fans of Lord of the Rings?
No.
Alhamdulillah.
No.
Okay, good. We're all
ما
Harry
شفت
Potter.
أصلاً.
Yeah,
Good.
not
Me
a
neither.
fan.
I tried and I can't.
I can't finish one movie.
It's 3 hours something, like 4 hours for the director's
La
cut.
Lord of the Rings, what Star Wars.
I love how people who watched Lord of the Rings, especially the older generation, analyzed the bleep out of it. Like it talks about Yom al-Qiyamah, and then how like basically like the bad guy, like evil, and the good side.
So they probably watched it a lot of times. That's why, like, once you start watching a movie more than once, you start analyzing, like, because you know the story, so you start analyzing on a deeper level.
And then there's one message, and that one message, basically people all around it, حتى يعني الإنس والجن, they're fighting to get that message across. So people like the older generation who watched Lord of the Rings, أقول لك they analyzed it. فأنا حس نفسي أنا شفت الفيلم مرتاح.
أول مرة أسمع this thing. But like yeah, I didn't like يعني لا Star Wars ولا Star Trek.
لا Star Wars Star Trek أصلاً مو نفس هاري بوتر.
لا يعني that's يعني ما أحب those type of too much sci-fi kind of.
Yeah.
بس هاري
Too much.
بوتر.
I like it to be closer to reality as possible.
I love Harry Potter though.
Yeah.
We grew up on it لأنه.
But I don't get the relationship between Harry Potter and Christmas. Why do we have to watch it every Christmas?
I don't know why. Maybe they released it around that time?
No.
Christmas time?
I don't remember. صار it's a Christmas classic.
Really?
It has a Christmas
because
vibe,
it has a
I
Christmas
guess.
theme. Yeah, because especially that first movie where he gets the invisibility cloak.
Yeah.
I love it. I love Harry
Yeah,
Potter.
and there was a couple of movies, Harry Potter movies, where I guess it's in every movie where they go through.
They go through
Christmas.
Christmas, yeah. And then like even the Quidditch is during Christmas or something like around
something
that,
like
and before winter break.
Yeah. I have Dumbledore's wand at home.
Yeah.
You know,
The elder one.
in Miami, our university, like there's actually Quidditch team where they.
It became a thing. Yeah, it became a thing. I don't know how they're playing it
with a broom, holding a broom but running.
Blame.
تخيل, you know. Use your imagination.
No, it's legit. There's a whole league. There was a whole league.
I know, but like ما داعي يعني, come on. يعني, no, I don't want to. Unless you make the broom fly, I'm okay. But بدون, I don't want to.
Imagine holding a broom and running around on a field.
لا.
I would choose two separately, not together طبعا. Harry Potter, of course, or the Pandora of Avatar. Oh my god.
Haven't watched it.
Oh my god.
I haven't watched Avatar.
Especially part 2, like the water people. I want to be a hybrid between the water people and the land people and be a hybrid. And there's like in the movie there was like they fell in love, like the son and the daughter of the land and the hada. I'm like, okay, I want to be their daughter. So I'll be like a hybrid of the land and because the water
people. Is it even possible?
Yeah, because they fell in love in the like part 2. I'm waiting for part 3. Part 2 is really good.
I have to watch it.
Then it should like depending on what type of person, like what type of avatar you are, you have superpowers. Like for example, if you're a water avatar, you have gills, you can swim underwater, and even your hands they're like almost like what's it called? Fins. I was gonna say fingers and fins. Don't say fins.
سكت ما تشوفيني سكت.
So you have, I mean, it is technically fins because they're fingers.
Don't.
And fans. What is it called? Fins. Oh my god.
Don't.
So yeah, and then the land people, they can like jump off trees and they have that like strong legs to like jump off from trees. Avatar.
I haven't watched it.
Avatar 1 and Avatar 2. Avatar 2, I really loved Avatar 2.
I need to watch
because
it.
you see the ocean, it's so turquoise, and you're like, oh my god, I just want to live there. It's so beautiful, you know. Like I want to be in the Pandora.
Okay, I have to watch it. شوقتيني. تدريني أول واحدة تشوقني أشوف الفيلم ولا.
But أحس like with Avatar, you need a big screen. Like I watched it in the movies, because like you really need you need to. يعني, when I watched it in like IMAX, so it was like a huge screen, and then you're sitting and you feel like you're a part of it. It's so cool. Like watching it from a TV, it's nice, but it's not the full experience. And it was a 3-hour movie, but it was worth it.
3 hours?
Almost 3 hours, yeah.
It's not even Bollywood anymore.
But it's worth it. Like just the views. Like I was like, I finished. No, I want to continue more because it was so nice. Like, yeah, mashallah, the nature. That's why I want to be in the Pandora. Nature is so beautiful.
خلاص إن شاء الله نوديك. ما أدري هو بس نوديك.
Pandora.
The Pandora. Omar, the questions for you as well.
What is it?
If you were to live in any fictional...
Oh, that question.
Yeah.
Okay, I would say Family Guy.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
What makes it interesting though?
It's so sarcastic. Everything is sarcastic. You know, I love sarcasm.
صح. Everything is sarcastic.
Everything is funny. Everything.
Pera.
Yeah.
Pera.
هذا شنو اسمه the baby?
شو اسمه؟
Stuart.
Stewie.
I can't. With him with his egghead.
Yeah.
Mom.
It's a bit like a
Football.
American football head. Yeah.
يعني.
There was one episode where they fix it, but he's not the same. So bring him
He's
back.
not Stewie anymore.
لا, he's very distinctive من راسه يعني. من his football head.
Yeah, Family Guy.
Family Guy is its own vibe.
Yeah.
حتى لما someone watches it.
You need to be in the mood.
Do you watch it like religiously يعني?
Not religiously, but yeah, whenever there's new episodes.
Okay.
You know, out of those cartoons, you know what's my favorite one?
Which one?
The Boondocks.
Haven't watched it.
Oh, that's a classic.
Have you?
That's such a classic.
The Boondocks. I love the Boondocks. You have to watch it. It's all. I think they finished. They stopped airing, but it's really nice.
Okay. Okay, I'm not into those. Any Simpsons, Family
It's
Guy.
different. The Boondocks are different. Gramps, the grandpa.
I'm not into that. They scare me, to be honest. Any Simpsons specifically.
That's different.
They do.
That's a whole different.
That show scares the living bejesus out of me. No, it does. Like the thing they predict that's going to happen. You might.
The Simpsons?
Yeah. You might as well.
There's a lot of conspiracies around it. Let's not even get started on that.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Because abra,
that needs a whole nother episode, honest, especially when we're talking about The Simpsons.
Yeah, but that's the thing. They explained it once. Somebody explained it, and they have so many episodes, and the jokes that they come up with, because there's so many of them, some of it is gonna happen. You know, exactly the same way.
But ما أحس like
no, it's like some
stuff are weirdly accurate.
Yes,
yeah.
like but on to the date itself.
Like the presidency.
Hatta like Queen
Trump
Elizabeth.
going down the
Queen Elizabeth dying in 2022.
Yeah.
It's scary.
Yeah, they're saying like one of the writers came from the future. Or
That's the conspiracy I heard. Yeah.
I need me a time machine.
We all do.
Did you hear the? I'm so happy. I'm gassed about it.
شنو?
The latest single مال Eminem, Houdini.
Oh my God! She sent it to me. I didn't listen to it. Shoot me, sue me.
Abra, abracadabra.
That's within the song.
Yeah. No, for my last trick.
Abracadabra.
Like literally, Slim Shady is motherfucking back.
Amar, did you listen to the song?
Nope.
No.
Oh my God, I'm so happy.
It's overhyped a little bit, so.
No, it's not overhyped. It is not overhyped. I am telling you.
18 million views overnight.
Because like
because it's Eminem.
Not only that.
It's the brand.
No. Not only that. Let me tell you. Not only it's Eminem. Obviously, it's because it's Eminem. But not only that, he brought back Slim Shady. And the last couple of albums that came out, you know, it's like the new kind of the modernized Eminem, whatever, or like Eminem, not Slim Shady. Okay, you know how like back in the day, like his funny, goofy songs, his like Slim Shady, like Just Lose It song or whatever. Yeah, those songs. That's like the OG fans of Eminem. They're gassed because like. It's very nostalgic. It takes you back to 02.
Interesting.
02 Eminem. Yeah, عرفتي فيعني if you are like an OG fan, like it's not overhyped. Is it? It's not overhyped.
18 million overnight. والله يعني.
It hit like records. Like, and he came not only with the song, it's music video as well. Okay. The day that day that it was supposed to launch on Friday, but for us, like, we're sleeping. I woke up, I'm like, first thing, checked. And it's been stuck in my head ever since. And supposedly, the album's coming soon.
Inshallah. And I miss listening to a full album.
And it's called The Death of Slim Shady. And
that's kind of
basically dark. Like I think he's resurrecting Slim Shady and ending it there. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But also in the music video, first of all, he disses his own kids. He's the only person that can diss his own kids because other people's careers ended for dissing his kids. But it's hilarious, is it? And then other than that,
I don't think anyone should diss their kid in public.
It's a funny thing. It's
It's not funny when you're dissing.
He didn't diss them. He just said. يعني قط. I'm not gonna ruin it for you, okay? He didn't diss.
Please ruin it for me.
No, you have to listen to it. And then like it starts with like, guess who's back again, like that famous line. So that's why like it's very nostalgic. And he used like يعني that same beats, the same old beats.
أنا أول مرة أتعرف على أحد ما يبي يخرب على أحد. هذه أنتي وياي. أنا أقول لها تكفين خربي علي. Tell me what happens in any show, in any movie, in any song, anything. لا أنا بيجي تشوفينه.
Because I don't want to take that joy. Because like I hate when that happens to me. I don't want to take that joy of you reacting to it for the first time.
ما أدري أنا ما أتأثر.
I know you're nonchalant.
هالكلمة هذه ردين.
But yeah, I'm gassed. I'm excited.
You're gassed. I miss listening to like a good album from the first song to the last song.
And when that album comes out, I'm gonna be on Do Not Disturb until further notice.
Aye, sir. Aye, Captain.
I mean, until I finish listening to the whole album at least once or twice. But yeah.
Twice, 3 times. أنت ما في شيء اسمه once and twice.
At least once or twice.
إيه لا. لا أقول حتى at least twice.
Yeah, because like Houdini, I already listened to it like what 7 times already now.
Damn, girl.
It's been on repeat.
I can't.
Because you know it's abracadabra.
أنت من هذا اللاين حسيت High School Musical.
لا, it's completely not. And in the video, there's a part where he brings like, obviously Dr. Dre's in the video. He brings like Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent, Genuine.
ولا هذول كلهم بالسنجل.
And like literally 1 second shots.
قاعد يغنون ولا they're just there?
No, they're just in the
they're
video.
Just there.
Yeah. I'm excited. I wonder who he's gonna be featuring in that album. I'm excited for the features too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll listen to it on the way back.
On to the next one.
So I know you told me that when you were in the UK that you were searching for like a yoga session or a yoga class.
Yeah.
I want to dive into your presence in yoga and how you started because I found out recently when you guys were not here that we live in 2024 but a huge segment of the population here in Kuwait don't understand what yoga is.
Or they
or they're misguided by it.
Not misguided. They think they mix it up with meditation. That's the biggest misconception.
Way. No, that's another thing. But they think and if someone does yoga مثل كأنهم قاعد يكفرون.
Okay, that's a whole different thing. There's two sides of it.
عشان كذا قاعد أقول there's أصلاً مو بس 2 different sides. في أنا استنتجت تو أسبوع اللي طاف or let's say in the past 10 days because I was looking for yoga classes for myself as a pregnant lady. But the perception of yoga in Kuwait, it's misled, it's misguided.
There's a lot of misconceptions about it. Okay, so.
And talking from a person who actually tried yoga with you specifically, okay? I mean, like, I saw a difference in my body and the way I moved within 3 classes only.
Thank you.
No, truth be told.
Thank you. I get really happy because I am passionate about it. Yeah,
truth be told. I remember.
How I started yoga, okay. My first ever yoga class was probably 2008 maybe. And that was just like my concept
as a student.
Yeah, as a student. Here, I remember in Kuwait, I went to the gym with my sister one time and there was a yoga class and I took it. And in my head, I thought yoga was flexibility. That's how I thought. I was like, oh, I want to do yoga to be flexible. That's what I thought yoga was, like flexibility.
That's a lot of people think what yoga is.
And that was when I was a kid. Like I was in school. At that time, I was in high school. That was my first yoga class that I ever took. And then when I went to the States, I started trying out different types of yoga. Like I did hot yoga, I did Budokan yoga, I did Ashtanga, aerial, like you name it. Any type of yoga that is there, I did it. And then one of the, like I was doing it as like just to try out. Because I, like, as I told, like with movements, I love to try different like new classes, like, oh, there's this type of class or this type of class that I haven't seen before. Let me give it a try. Do I like it? Do I not like it? And I always found myself like going back to yoga, doing yoga as on top of what I usually do, because like I was doing like the typical, you know, lifting weights, cardio, and all that. And then with those, schedule, I just add on like these classes to supplement, yani. And I realized I enjoy also like stretching, like, you know, doing those stretches. Like I'm one of those people that actually stretches after a workout. Very important. A lot of people don't do that. But even before yoga, I was one of those people that actually takes the time to stretch after a class. So I just was doing like I just got into the physical part of yoga. And then I started getting deeper into it, like I think maybe around 2015, 2016. That's when I started like going more into it. Like I started taking more classes and understanding it more and trying out different studios, how it feels and whatever. And then that's when I started like understanding that it's not just physical exercise. It's a mental exercise, breathing. It's all combined into one. So that's when I was like, okay, I want to like deepen my practice. I was doing it like almost at least 3 times a week. Different classes, different teachers and stuff like that to find what style I enjoy. And I really enjoyed the vinyasa, the flows, like flowing from one movement to the other, like especially like the challenging ones or the vinyasa flows, because I felt like that's what really cleared my head. Like just focusing on the movement and the breath, it automatically clears your head. So I was like, okay, and that's amazing. And I started doing meditation as well. And I was like, at the beginning, I wanted to just do the training, the teacher training for myself. I wasn't even thinking of like, oh, I want to do it to teach.
Let's wait. And before now, we dive into like how did you start teaching and whatnot. You said a lot of tough words. So you said vinyasa, you said types of yogas. That was start with a B, I think. I don't know.
There's Ashtanga.
Exactly. So you threw a lot of hard words and difficult words. I know I'm going to ask, and I know a lot of people are going to ask.
So there's yoga is, like with yoga, there's the basic movements. Yani, no matter whatever type of yoga you do, there's always those signature movements like the warrior 1 and the warrior 2, or like the balancing poses or the forward folds or the flow, like the low push-up, whatever. Those are like the basic signature yoga poses. No matter whatever type of yoga you do, there's always going to be there. Even with aerial yoga, it's modified in some way, but it's there. But then when the different types of yoga classes, like the Ashtanga or like the Vinyasa or whatever, the hot yoga and stuff like that, or Budokan.
Those are all types of yoga.
Types of yoga, types of flows. So it's just combining these movements, sequencing. It's the sequencing that changes. It's the type of combination. Like some of them is like, for example, Vinyasa is usually like faster paced because like you're flowing from one movement to the other. Certain types of it, like for example, there's a type called Iyengar yoga. They focus a lot on the alignment. So you find them finding props. Okay, no, make sure the alignment is that way. Ashtanga is one of the really old like yogas. It's basically Ashtanga is like the 8 limbs of yoga, and asana, which is the poses, that's part of yoga. But then Ashtanga yoga is like a series. No matter where you are in the world, you're gonna be doing, like if you're doing the primary series, it's all the same.
Okay.
Like it's a series that you follow. No matter what day you do it, who you do it with, where in the world, Ashtanga's primary series is the same everywhere.
Okay.
So that's like a series. But then the others, they're more creative. And then Budokan yoga, actually, it originated from originated in Miami.
Nice.
From this couple, they kind of combined animal flow with yoga flow with kind of like mobility, mixed martial arts. They moved that and they kind of created a signature flow with that.
Okay.
So the names I said is just types of yoga.
Tamam.
Anyways, so I want to do back to the teacher training. I wanted to do just for myself to deepen my practice. I want to get better because I really found, and I'm the type that like if I find something challenging, I know it's challenging. I really want to get deep into it to kind of like just get better at it. And the more challenging it is, the more I enjoy it more because I'm like, okay, now there's always ways to improve. There's always ways because you won't get bored. Khalas, you perfected this move, there's another move you can do.
Okay.
You got here, you can actually go like progress from there. So that's one of the things I really liked about it. It's endless. There's so much to learn still.
Interesting.
So I was like, okay, Allah, I looked around, I found where I wanted to do the training. I did it in Miami, did my 200-hour. And that just opened my eyes on like a whole different thing, yani deeper, like yani it changed your perspective on a lot of things, and even like it's very there's a lot of things like as you go on life, like yoga is basically like how it is and how it's connected to life. It's all connected. For example, I am a certified diver, for example. First rule of diving is focus on your breath. it all comes back to the breath. Yoga, focus on that breath.
Okay.
Same thing, like you're going, like sometimes like someone's going crazy, oh my God, I'm nervous or whatever, just like close your eyes, take a deep, breathe in, breathe out. So like yoga is everywhere. And like yoga is it's a metaphor, I feel like, of life, and شوية in ناحية like, and I like that's kind of like the philosophical part of yoga. Yani, if you want to go deep into philosophy, so like with yoga, it's like mind, body, and soul. It's not just body. It's not physical. And then like the word yoga itself means union. What is union? Union is like
basically all three
come together, not just
within
union.
The elements that we're living by.
Union of you with the earth, the union of mind, body, and soul. We're all connected. So it's like it's a union. When it comes to yoga, like it's a union of like you're balancing your mind, your body, and your soul all together.
Okay.
And that's basically yoga. It's not the moves. Moves is a part of yoga. But then like what you gain out of it is way deeper. And it's not religious, coming to the misconception. It's not religious. It's more of you versus you. Like first thing, like when I teach my class, first thing I say is go deep inside. Disconnect from the outside. Just go deep within yourself. Check in with yourself. How are you feeling today? Because we don't take that time, like especially with life nowadays, it's always a rush. One after the other, one after the other. Oh my God. One thing to the other thing to the other thing.
It's a checklist. You have a checklist.
And it's like a rat race, basically.
Yeah.
You don't take those 5 minutes to just like sit with yourself. Oh my God, like breathe in, breathe out.
Ground yourself.
Ground yourself. Find like just 5 minutes with yourself just to calm everything down. Because no matter, you're just going to keep running. It's like the hamster wheel, you know?
Yeah. So because I think everyone's afraid for that 5 minutes to become 5 hours. I mean, I'm one of those people that I'm going to be afraid if I sit down and grab myself for 5 minutes.
It's not that couch potato laziness. I just mean like it's that just sitting down just for 5 minutes, just, okay, I'm here. Like in your office, like just like in your office, like sitting here, calming down, breathing. And that really affected my day-to-day life. I am much more like at a very
level.
Yani, obviously we're human, yani we're not perfect. We go through the crazy emotions and feelings and ups and downs or whatever. But it's just, especially like with the training, after the training I got, it just like kind of like brought it down a little, like that calmness. Like I kind of like whenever everything's on, I was just like sit down a little bit, just calm yourself down. And then with yoga, the classes, basically the whole point of yoga movements is for you to kind of like, so in yoga, basically they're movements. They're a series of movements. It could be as easy or as hard as you want them to be. So yoga is not meditation. That's the second misconception. A lot of people think yoga is just like we're sitting here, closing the eyes, meditating. And that's not yoga. That's part of yoga, but that's meditation. You're not going to be sitting for an hour in a yoga class just closing your eyes and meditating. That is purely meditation. It's happened.
Snores.
That like we have shavasana at the end of class, which is 2 to 5 minutes of you just laying down on the mat, just for you to kind of absorb all the benefits of your practice. That's different. And I always do start my classes with at least 3 to 5 minutes of meditation, just to kind of, because I can't just like bring you from outside and be like, yeah, let's start here. No, like just for you to kind of settle in.
Yes, center yourself.
Get yourself mentally prepared, center yourself, calm down. I would say like, just dedicate this 1 hour for yourself, for your health, for your well-being. And showing up is the hardest thing.
صح.
Because the rest will flow. But you showing up, that's خلاص, you showing up, you've done 50 or 75% of the work. The rest is you just being there and following along. And you can take it as hard as you want it.
With this weather, showing up is 95% of the thing.
So, yeah. And then, but like what happens is like with yoga movements, why is Shavasana always like that last 5 minutes of class where we lay down and just like do not like just to absorb?
So Shavasana is not meditation.
No, it's actually a pose. It's considered a pose.
Okay.
It's literally you laying down. I mean, it is kind of meditation because like it's meditative. It's just you laying down, just letting your body like just surrendering and just being there. And basically,
it feels why do people say like that people that practice yoga, they're like, oh my God, I feel so good after yoga? It's because like during the class when you're doing the poses and like the proper way of doing the poses, like, you know, if you focusing on your breath, syncing your breath with the movement, you know, and especially if it's like a challenging class, which is like my favorite types of classes and the type of classes I usually teach. You're focused on the move. Oh my God, like I'm balancing here. I have to do this and I have to do that. At the same time, you're breathing. Automatically, you're just focusing on these two things. Like your mind kind of clears up on the other stuff, like your to-do lists or what you have waiting for you at home or outside, like the craziness that just happened in the street, like traffic or whatever. You just focus on that breath, and you're probably going to be thinking, why the hell did I come to this class? This is so hard. Like those, you know, those thoughts. But everything else kind of like slows down. So because that automatically happens without you trying, when you lay down just to lay on the mat and at the end of class, automatically you're just like at ease. You're already relaxed because of that 1 hour of you practicing and focusing.
Yeah.
So automatically you don't have to force yourself to just, obviously thoughts will come and go regardless, but you're automatically kind of rested and relaxed. So when you come out of it, you're like, oh wow, I feel really good. I feel like a little bit, some weight lifted off my shoulders.
That's so true. That's something I could like, I could speak on my own experience, with my own experience. It was an eye opener.
Yeah.
To be in 3 of your classes. صح, the most difficult thing was actually showing up.
Yeah.
يعني, especially if the weather is as hot as it is right now, because it is really difficult. خلاص, once you get home, you just don't want to get out.
Yeah, you just want to be in the AC.
بالضبط.
Yeah. And then my style, because I exercise and I work out and like I know how it feels like having tight hamstrings or tight hips or shoulders. I find that I do relate to a lot of like athletic people. So like a lot of like people that actually lift weights or exercise, they like coming to my classes because not only are they not just, they're stretching, I also make them a little challenging, as I said. Or what I like to do is also I mix a little bit of mobility in my classes, which is a big thing that I've been focusing on, like core and mobility. Mm-hmm. And I've been seeing, what makes me really happy is seeing people improve. Like seeing how when you come in day one, this is how you were. And like 2-3 weeks later, like you've improved like that. That's just what makes me really happy. So,
and then you also, like I've seen you do your classes where you give poses for, let's say, athletes, but you also, let's say, kind of give you, like you would give us an alternative.
I always do that. So what I like to do is, I always like to say all my classes are open for all levels, because I'm there to guide you. It's you who can make it as hard or as easy as you can do. So I always give regressions or progressions, easier or harder ways. Like if you want to just stay here today, and even if you're a pro at yoga, some days you'll come, your body's just not feeling it. You're not there. You can't balance today on one leg, which is fine. I always say, like, don't be too hard on yourself. Listen to your body. Just give 100% of where you're at today. You don't have to give 100% of your every day, because every day is a different day.
Yeah.
You know, just like as long as, and it doesn't have to be perfect. One thing I always tell new people that come to my class, you don't have to be perfect. As long as you give it a try, even if you fall off, we've all been there. How many times have I face planted on my face?
I think it's the pressure on society itself.
No, it's a lot of people.
You wake up feeling the pressure that you have to be perfect. You have to do everything in perfection.
Yeah.
Or else don't do it.
I always tell, like, for example, it's your first time. I always tell you that you don't have to be perfect. Don't compare yourself to others. You can't. Your journey is different than the person next to you, because the person next to you has probably been practicing for 2 years. So don't expect you as a first day to kind of like be that level. Adi. They were once in your place. Yeah. We've all been there. Nobody's perfect from day one.
بس قلت لك احنا we live in a society شوية, our society is harsh on us as well.
Yeah.
Because of basically stereotyping and whatnot. It's either you do something and you perfect it, or don't do it at all.
But you know what's crazy? Like, I can always feel the energy of the people in the class. Like, it's always like, I can tell that you're very in your head. Yeah. You're very in your head about like being perfect. I'll be like, calm down, it's fine. Like, you have ways of like approaching it. And then how I started teaching, I taught in Miami when I was there. Taught a couple of classes. I didn't expect to do it like to be full freelancing and whatever. And then when I came back to Kuwait, it was COVID,
was like, you know what, I didn't expect to be teaching, honestly, like at this level. I was like, you know, let me try teaching, whatever, since it's COVID, there's nothing to do and stuff. And I applied. I remember first studio I started teaching at in Kuwait was Ananda. Shout out to Ananda. Love that studio. That was the first, and then that's how also the rest is history. But then I realized, like, I really do enjoy teaching after teaching for a couple of years now. And some day, like, it's crazy, like, even on days like where like I'm having a bad day and I'm like, I'm not feeling good or what, the minute I just enter the class to teach, khalas, I'm just there, center, present,
yeah.
And it just, like, everything else is gone. Like, I am present as well. And one thing I've actually also benefited from, like, I've benefited a lot of things from yoga, personally, for my own self, is being present. Like, I would like to think that I'm a very present person. I try to be as present as I can, like, in just day to day, like, especially when like, for example, when I traveled, I was very present there. I wasn't thinking of anything else. Like, I like to just take in every moment,
enjoy it,
and exactly. And what I always say in class, like, see the yoga class or the yoga flow kind of like life. Like, for example, when I teach yoga, we always come back to mountain pose. Like, after every flow, we come back to mountain pose, standing, stable, clear. So that's like a symbol of, like, whatever chaos you go through in life, like, you're always going to come back to that center. It's temporary. You're going to get over it. Just get comfortable with the uncomfortableness a little bit. It's temporary. And then you're always going to find your center. You're always going to come back to that reset, that equilibrium, or, like, just find your breath.
Yeah. I know for certain people who've never had yoga classes, or they want to start, but they don't know how to approach or how to search for a class. Because I've been to classes before actually trying out your class per se, but yoga is really hard to actually find what fits you. There's a lot of, there's a lot of instructors, a lot of styles.
And, like, my style is different than the other person's style. And obviously my class is not everyone's cup of tea, just as not everyone, like, other instructors, like, maybe you'll like my class, you won't like the other person's class, or vice versa. You'll like the other instructor's class and you won't like my class, which is fine. I don't, take any offense of that, because...
So it doesn't mean, this is what I wanted to highlight, and it doesn't mean if you didn't like a yoga class in location A, means you hate yoga class, it's not for you.
No, because each instructor, and yoga is one thing about yoga as well, it's a very personal thing to you. Like, you have to, like, it's energy, it's vibes, it's movement. It's not just, yalla, come do warrior 1, warrior 2, whatever. Yeah. So you have to feel comfortable in the vibe. You have to like the energy of the class and like the style of the class. So for some people, they're like, oh my God, I can't do yoga because I can't sit still. I get too bored. I'm like, okay, try the power yoga then. Maybe you've tried the gentle yoga or the yin yoga, where it's like a lot of just very sedentary, very, like, slow. That doesn't work for you. Try a different style of it before saying I do not like yoga.
That's the thing, because of how broad the spectrum of yoga is, people, I think, are not aware of how, like, I didn't know there was something called power yoga, honestly. I'm just finding it out right now. And for example, my weakness when it comes to yoga, or what actually scares the living shit out of me, is the balance part of yoga.
Which is fine.
You know what I mean? Because, like, I don't know how to have balance. I'm shwaya.
Your weakness is what actually you need to work on the most.
Exactly.
It means that you need it the most.
بالضبط.
And then...
بس هذا الخوف, this is the fear. This is coming into a yoga class with all this in my head. People are going to be well balanced.
Well, that's the thing. That's one thing I said. Do not judge yourself. Don't. That's one thing I always say is, like, remove any expectations you have of yourself. Let go of any expectations of what should be.
Yeah. And it's so hard to do that.
It's hard. We're very like trained into, like, thinking that you have to do this, you have to do that,
and you have to do it perfectly.
Yes.
Yeah,
You
but
have
like
to do it in the most perfect
and
way
like
ever.
obviously, like as a first timer, you won't know what is a warrior one pose. How does it look like? How is your body supposed to be like? Which is fine. Like first day you're gonna feel lost. It's fine because nobody's gonna ever come start something and they're gonna be perfect at it. As for example, as a kid, when you first started walking, how many times did you fall?
And stumble.
Did you stop walking?
No, that's so true.
Exactly. I always use that example because like how many times did we fall? Or did we stumble? Or like learning how to ride a bike. How many times do you like be like, oh,
I never learned how to ride a bike.
Whatever
nor skateboard, nor ice skate.
Whatever new thing you started, you fell. How many times did you stop doing it? Obviously, like if you enjoy it, you didn't stop, and you kept going. Eventually, you'll start getting better. And then I always said, like, even see where you're at today. Like, bring that awareness. See where you're at today, and be consistent, and see where you're at in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. See the difference.
And I've seen it. Like, I've seen a difference in my body within 3 days when I was consistently doing. I was doing spinning a lot. That was like 2 years ago, but I was doing yoga at the same time. But once a week I was doing it, but I could definitely see a difference.
Oh, because with yoga we use small muscles that you don't use on a daily basis. Like for example, with balancing, you use a lot of the muscles around the ankle.
Yeah, and the nerves as well.
Yes, so like you have to build that like muscle memory. Yeah. Obviously, it's gonna be hard day one. Or for example, you're not gonna learn how to do a headstand from day one. You're gonna build up into it.
I remember. Speaking of headstands, I remember I followed Yalda's journey into like learning how to do a headstand. And I remember she would practice every single day, and she would stumble, she would fumble, I don't know what she would do, honestly. But that was the most inspiring thing I've ever seen, honestly. Because she started from scratch.
We all did. We all did. Unless you were like a gymnast when you were a kid, we all did. Like when I started, I started from scratch. We all did at some point. We were all in that position, a beginner position at some point. We just kept going. We just kept being consistent.
And I remember at a certain time, it's the first couple of times where you need to like push yourself for your leg to go up. And she was screaming every time she would do it. I remember that whole journey, and it was so inspiring to watch. And for her to put it, on social media back in the day, it was more out there than now. But like, it was so inspiring for someone weak as myself, honestly.
Definitely. And listen, like, I'm still a student. I still consider myself a student in yoga. I'm not a master. I'm not perfect. I still have a lot of poses that I can't do. It's fine. Because and I'm still ever learning. Yeah. I'm continuing learning. There's so much to learn still.
I remember when you did your Kuwait Tower one.
Oh, yeah. That was with the Hello Explorer. That was a highlight as well. Yeah.
It was such a highlight. I feel so bad, actually.
It was so, something new. What are they like? Yoga up in the towers, like.
I know, at like what, 6:30?
6 a.m. Yeah.
Sunrise.
It was gorgeous. The views were amazing.
I think you should bring it back, honestly, this winter.
It's not on us. I would love to. Everyone's
Hashtag Hello 965.
No, it's not them. The towers.
The towers. Yeah. Hashtag Kuwait Towers. Please bring it back.
Wallah, people still till this day come up to me and ask me whenever they bringing it back. I'm like, inshallah. One day, why not?
Because mashallah, I remember like your classes were sold out.
They were everyone's classes, because it's something new.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I would definitely assume that it was a gorgeous view.
Definitely.
And the weather was good as well, because it was winter.
It was indoors, but it didn't matter. It started, I think, in September, and it went into November or something like that.
I think we need to.
But yoga is for everyone, and don't come tell me I'm not flexible, because you being not flexible, it means that you need it the most.
That's the reason. That's the main reason why you need it.
Exactly. Because like, especially if you have a desk job, if you're sedentary, I have a lot of people that come, like, they can't yitrabu'un, they can't crisscross their legs, and their hips are tight. This is the first I tell them, you don't sit on the floor a lot. You sit on a chair all day. And they're like, yes. I'm like, exactly. Your hip flexors are always in flexion.
So let's start with this. Like, either you don't sit at home
Yeah, one thing I always tell people, like if you're a person that sits on a chair every day or all day and you're not a type of person that sits on the ground, you have very tight hips. Hip flexors are very tight.
Okay.
Just start by sitting 1 minute on the floor every day.
At home, yeah.
Crisscross, change the positions of each leg. 1 minute here, 1 minute there, and build up to it.
Yeah.
First of all, بالبداية maybe you might need to put a cushion under your leg because to like help the hips open up. And then slowly, with time, it's going to get easier. They always say, the weights don't get lighter, you get stronger. Same thing with yoga.
Nice. That's a nice metaphor.
And thank you for attending my TED Talk.
Okay, so in conclusion, for someone wanting to attend a class and not knowing how, where to start, they're scared of starting, it happens all around the world.
I say just show up. Just rip off the band-aid, show up, and
try it.
Try it. Give it a try. And also, don't judge it from the first class you take it. Take at least 3 classes. If you don't like this class, try a different style, try a different instructor. Every single instructor is a different style, different vibe, different energy. It's all about the energy and vibes, بالنهاية, as always. You know, so it's fine. Like, try it out. Yeah. There's so many instructors, great instructors in Kuwait.
This is what I wanted to highlight. Instructors changing up. Like, if you don't like one instructor, change it up.
Yeah, don't like it. It's not about the instructor. You just don't like their style. عادي. Give it a try. There's so many great instructors
if you don't like someone's style, that doesn't mean you don't like yoga.
Yeah. It just says, and maybe say like, oh, well, this instructor, maybe you come to my class and you're like, oh, her class is so hard. It's too fast paced. It's too whatever. It's fine. I take no offense in that. It's fine. I know my class is not everyone's cup of tea. عادي. I will tell you, go try out a different person's class. Take a slower class. Take a restorative class. Take a yin class. There's so many different styles and energies of students, of teachers. And
When is your next class?
Actually, today, the day we're filming, it's tomorrow at 5 p.m.
Today we're filming, okay.
Yeah, it's tomorrow at 5 p.m. But like, I usually post the schedule. You can check my Instagram for the schedule.
Please follow. Farveda, is it?
Here, we'll put it here. Somewhere. Here.
Vogue, you're going to vogue it out.
Voguing out.
Thank you for this inspirational TED Talk.
Thank you for attending my TED Talk again. I didn't expect it to make that turn.
No, I love it. I love it. It's because of how people misunderstanding.
Yeah. In conclusion, yoga is not meditation. You're not just going to sit and close your eyes and hum.
It's a part of it. It's not the whole thing.
No, it's not even. It's like just to get you centered. It's movement. Okay. You're going to be moving. It can be as hard or as easy.
Mobility at its spectrum.
Mobility, flexibility, strength, all combined. Mind, body, and soul.
I love that. Union. صح?
It's a union.
Yoga is union.
Exactly.
Okay. تعلمنا شيء اليوم.
Yep.
تعلمنا.
I have a thread.
عجبك ولا ما عجبك؟
Yes.
Okay, الحمد لله.
I have a thread for you guys. And then, like, I'm going to tell you, like, what people, like, it's basically a question that was asked, and then people were answering. Give me your opinions on each, if you want, and then tell me your answer to that question.
Okay.
So the question was...
I feel so weird that my glasses...
your signature glasses.
عيوني تعورني أصلا.
All right, so...
Tell us.
The question was, what is a minor inconvenience that drives you crazy? Minor inconvenience that drives you crazy.
When someone, not only when they're late, when they just cancel out a plan last minute.
Without a reasonable reason.
Okay.
I'm going to read the hada. Okay. Some of them is very relatable. Some of them is a little crazy. This one is relatable.
Tell us.
What was it?
A minor
inconvenience that drives you absolutely crazy.
Oh yeah, same thing. I'm very punctual, so I hate it when somebody's cancels last minute
or is late for like 2+ hours.
Exactly.
2+ hours.
I make a plan, like if it's a month from now, I will show up exactly on time. I'm not going to text you again. I'm not going to confirm again. I'm not going to do anything. I will show up. Yeah. That's it.
Well, that's not minor, actually. That's a major inconvenience, considering.
Well, in Kuwait, I don't think anyone is punctual, so...
I mean, yeah, it's a known thing. يعني.
الناس تكتب بالعرس 7:30 عشان people show up at 9. Like.
Yeah.
But see, with this, you have to be fashionably late a little bit. You don't want to be the first person بالقاعة.
مو ساعتين. That's the thing. الناس اللي يتأخرون fashionably late, you're half an hour late. يعني.
All right, I'm going to read the comments, people's inputs. Websites asking you to sign up for notifications or emails the first time you load the page.
ما له داعي.
Exactly.
ما له داعي.
If I want to
and
sign
I get
up,
spammed in my email والسبة دعاياتهم.
And sometimes, like, you know what's so annoying? When, like, you want to close it, but the X is, like, in the corner. You have to look where the X is. It's like, is it here? Is it there? It's, like, the tiniest thing. Yes. All right. Next one was when you lay down to get comfortable and get comfortable on your couch, only to realize the remote is out of reach.
صح. So
that's
true.
For me. That's more of like when I close the lights, I'm laying in bed, and I forget. Oh shit! I have to like go get something or do something. I'm like, oh, you have to get out of bed, open the lights.
Yeah. Thank God for smart TVs and
smart lights.
Smart lights now. I have all of it. I don't.
But it's the inconvenience.
I'm not into the smart light.
No, smart lights are really helpful. I love them.
لا smart life مو بس lights مو بس anything smart.
Well, I love anything smart.
But no, it's not. It's the inconvenience of you having to get out of the bed. Like you want to drink, you forgot the water bottle. You can't you can't teleport.
Yeah, now there's a remote on my phone.
Only if you have a butler.
All right.
The next smart thing I'm getting is the AC unit thing.
My friend has it.
You can change the AC level while you're in bed. You don't have to get up because in the morning فجأة it's like too cold.
Yeah.
بس عادي عشان تقوم
I don't need to
تسويه وتصحى.
اي صح هذا ما يصير. Never.
All right, this one is funny. Lotion or hand sanitizer boogers?
Oh.
No, not like
no.
They call them boogers, but it's not boogers. It's حينما like sanitizer or lotion like when it dries out on the outside of the like the dispenser and then like when you dispense it like that piece comes out. Yeah, that's an inconvenience. Like that's annoying.
That one dry little piece.
Yeah, or sometimes it's like
how she named it boogers. I was like, what?
Supposedly that's what it's actually known for, called.
Such?
Yeah. And you know what's annoying? Especially like the lotion, like when the pump, when it's like all stuck, and then like you pump it out, and it shoots out, and you're like, it's not even straight. It goes up and on the side. You're like, oh shit.
And the lotion inconvenience is إنه يكون متروس. بس when you pump ما قاعد يطلع شيء, you have to like تسوي يعني if you flip it outside. خلاص يعني just navigate your way around. I don't know.
See, you want smart lotion now, huh?
There is.
Just navigate your way around يعني هو مو اشفط الباجي لدار مدارك. يلا خلي يكبرون الفتحة يوزعونها spider webs. I don't know. إذا أحد سوى spider web راح يعيبوك فكرتي. أقول يعني.
All right. Minor inconvenience that drives you crazy. When you're standing in line to get a coffee or something, and the person in front of you didn't spend the 5 minutes standing there to decide what they want.
Yeah.
And then they go up to the counter, they're like, I'm like, you've just been standing there for 5 minutes like an airhead?
Yeah.
صح.
I hate that.
صح.
I hate that.
Or لما مثلا يكتبون شيء sold out and they go up and like they ask إن هذا الشيء موجود. Can you just read it?
What pisses me off is the vice versa. When you're standing in line only to get to the line and they tell you it's sold out. That's annoying. Where it's
first
not
come,
written.
First serve.
When it's not written anywhere or it's not announced, and then you're standing in line, then you get to the counter and they tell you it's not there.
هم صح.
That is annoying.
هم صح. Or it's not available حتى مو بس sold out يعني sold out عادي. فيني يمكن اللي قدامي طلب آخر طلب it's fine. But if it's not available, put it on Instagram, yo.
Especially if it's like a hot selling item.
بالضبط.
All right, next one. Having to re-enter my login credentials, even though I'm logging in the same device and clicking on remember login. Annoying.
على طاري loggings. الحين I'm trying to like basically apply different places وكذي. Why do I have to create an account to apply for something temporary? I have to create an account in different websites.
Yeah, I know.
In different corporations, just for me to be able to apply. And then when you upload your CV, and then you have to write it again, because there is like.
Yeah, when you upload, it's like it's already uploaded. Why do you have to write it again? Or confirm you're not a robot. And then you have to click. And what pisses me off, okay?
All the pictures with bridges on them.
Not all the pictures. Those are fine with all the bridges. Sometimes it's like, it's like a motorcycle, and it's like the whole thing is a motorcycle, and it's like parts of it. I'm like, okay, is this corner here part of it? Should I? And then it's like, okay. Or some of them, the one that's really annoying, you don't know which one you're getting. When you click on it, and then the bicycles, you click on the bicycle, so the picture disappears, and there's another picture that appears. I'm like, which one am I doing right now?
Both. You're not. You're a robot in the first picture.
Wallah. Or like when you're creating passwords, and it's like, for this one, it has to have an uppercase, lowercase, number,
special
symbol.
Case,
special
symbol.
And then like you put, for example, underscore. Oh, that's not considered a special case. The special cases are only these that they give you.
Or you can't have 2 letters consecutive.
Or 2 numbers.
Oh my God.
Or anything that's in your email, or your username, or your actual name.
Yeah.
But I'll make this easier for you guys. I've solved this problem like 3 years ago.
Tell us.
There's an app called Keeper.
Insane.
You download it on your PC, your phone.
So it saves all your passwords.
It saves all of it, and it generates passwords for you, and it saves it for you. So you never have to remember, except they call it the God password. It's just one password you have to remember. All the rest is in the software.
a God password.
Yeah, so with that password, you enter that software, and that software makes you organizes all your passwords, all your stuff.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't remember any of my passwords anymore.
But that's dangerous as well.
Yeah, but they're like long, complicated passwords. The one they generate for you. They're really long. Nobody's going to guess that password. Yeah.
All right. When I do laundry and forget to put a new towel by the shower. Yes.
I don't have a problem with that.
It's happened to me a lot, especially in the US.
And it happened to me in Spain.
Yeah, like when they're in the dishwasher, so you forget to get out, and then, or sometimes like you came out, you left it on the bed or whatever, you go back and there's no towel, and there's no robe. You can't dry yourself. You have to run out and do that. Like,
yeah, that's the beauty of living alone. I just get out.
Exactly.
I love me a good robe.
Yeah.
I love me a good robe.
Yeah.
يعني
I have like 3 different robes, 3 different material, كل واحد حق occasions.
I love it. Occasions بعد. حبيت occasions.
This is for watching a movie. This is for cooking dinner. This is for like
حسيتها عمدة الفريج يلبسون silk on silk with a silk
this is
robe.
for snooping on the neighbors outside the balcony.
Yeah, like do you have a silk robe with silk PJs?
No, not silk PJs, but I have a silk robe. It's the robe I wear to like walk around the house.
For that event.
حسيت تدرين شنو حسيت شي static أصلاً. كهرباء static.
مع الزولية. And his hair is like.
بالضبط.
Dare to touch me.
بالضبط.
Okay, this one it's it's 2 similar ones. So this one when you park far away, and say you want to park far away from the main entrance, and there's a lot of empty car parks, and a car comes and parks right next to you. هدوا كل الباركينج spots.
Yeah, that's just like the bathroom for guys.
That's why I said there's 2. It's like you're in the bathroom stall and it's all empty. They come where next to you.
Right next to you.
Why?
Where
go to the other
in,
I look for like 3 stalls down.
At least.
That's I don't know. People are weird.
I go usually to the last one because I know statistically it's the least one used.
Yeah, or the first one.
Or the ends are
the ends. The ones in the center are like the most used, especially in front of the mirror. They come out.
You can also walk like 2 steps or 3 steps.
But yeah, the bathroom and the parking situation, especially when it's empty.
Yeah.
يعني.
I think the parking situation is just being safe. But like the bathroom thing is just like, I don't know.
حشرية.
I don't understand people.
But in the women's bathroom case, it's always full.
Always.
It's always full.
Yeah, because you guys go to the bathroom for other things other than doing.
لا لأن هو
No, not the bathroom, like not the whole the toilets.
Yeah, the
themselves.
toilets, yeah.
It's always a line.
Because like kids, nannies, ما
Yeah,
أدري.
there's many things you guys do in there.
Yeah.
All right, getting my sleeves wet when I wash my hands. Oh my god, that's so annoying. Like especially when you're wearing long
roll them up.
sleeves.
Hey,
But sometimes like especially
you
when
must be a child for that to happen.
ما أدري.
like for me when I wash my face.
توني أقول لك والله توني أقول
They even have a new they created actually a new thing.
هاي الفوطة اللي هنا.
The bracelet
ما
things. I don't have them. I guess it's too much.
You know, you can just do this instead.
But still,
لا it's still it
it
drips.
trickles down. No,
عادي يعني.
لا the face the face cleaning, yeah, that like it trickles down all the way down. It's so annoying.
صح.
So annoying.
Have you
خاصة
guys? Do you guys do this in the shower where you make the water fall in a way where it comes out of your hand like Spider-Man?
Fingers, the
مرة
fingers.
ثانية.
Fingers out of the
Yes.
fingers.
مرة ثانية.
Yeah, تخلي المايك trickles down and like سوي كذا and the like it's like coming down like
I
spouts.
know.
In a
don't
way
do
where
that.
it starts coming out of the
No, I
fingers
don't
like
do
Spider-Man.
Or like I like there's also يعني شفت ساعات like when it's like when the shower head there's like it's a line, right? So you try to grab the line.
This is things that
You guys, what are you doing in the shower? ليش قاعد تتهاوشون مع النملة؟ Scrub yourself and skedaddle. يعني
لا أنا داخل.
انتوا قاعد
I
تسوون
have my
water
tea.
engineering.
I have my tea. I have my podcast running.
لا not to that extent. I don't have anything running.
You guys are water engineering the head يعني انتوا.
ايه يعني لا يعني أنا like you know ساعات you go into deep thought. لا مو لهالدرجة.
He did the Spider-Man
عايش
thing.
كذا ايه هذا يا
Oh my god.
and then like
ما في X-Men إنزين.
We try everything.
Wolverine.
Hey, tiger. The mantis move.
It's like ساعات you're just deep in thought. ساعات have you had like arguments in your head in the shower?
Always. I don't need to get in the shower to
It's
have an
mainly
argument.
it happens in the shower. Like all the crazy thoughts.
I reflect in the shower.
The crazy thoughts. I'm like, oh, I come out. I'm like, oh my god, I have this idea. Somewhere I call you. I'm like, oh, I just got it. I got this idea. All the crazy stuff, like the stuff that like the ideas, creative thoughts.
I'm very calm in the shower. I don't Spider-Man my shit out. I don't know what. ما أدري شو قاعد أسوي. I don't water engineer my body into it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm chill, you know. I'm vibing. I'm scrubbing myself.
You're nonchalant.
Yeah, I'm very chill. يعني أطلع من الشاور صدق relax يعني.
Yeah, you're
عيل.
relaxed.
Yeah.
بس لا ما أتحمس يعني.
To each his own, I guess. I watch Kill Tony specifically in the shower. If you guys don't know what Kill Tony is, you gotta research.
But see, like for me, it's like getting a show in the shower. That's too much. We have two friends that do that actually. They bring their laptop because they get bored in the shower.
Yeah.
How did you get bored in the shower?
I get extremely bored in the shower. I have to have something running.
See, I don't know. I can't
do
that.
your thing and get out.
Like, actually, showering is like a meditation for me. It's like it's quiet
it
time.
is a meditation for Inti. Whatever you're doing, it's a process.
That's why like you get deep into thought. So I can't have like anything running. Like no music, no shows. أصلاً it's gonna يخترب with the بخار.
مو عن يخترب ولا ما يخترب. It's a process and you need to basically.
Yeah, it's like my alone time away from the world.
But
so I don't. Yeah, the self at the team.
Ground yourself, people.
Huh?
Ground yourself. ما أدري هذا قاعد يسوي لي سبايدر مان ومانتس و praying mantis ما شنو.
Let me see. Do I have any other شو اسمه?
Any other
women's clothing not having proper pockets. Either no pockets or they put you like a tiny ass pocket.
I don't get the tiny ass
what
pocket.
What is gonna fit in there? Not even a lip gloss. Not even a mini lip gloss.
ولا شيء.
Nothing. Then why is it just there? Or sometimes that, you know what's annoying bad? اللي they have them شكل but they're sewed. They're not even open.
Yeah, I hate that one.
But we don't have any proper pockets.
I bought like a suit jacket before. You know the pocket inside. That's the best thing about a suit jacket. I'm like, what? The pocket is there.
It's sold. It's sewed in. Yeah.
هذا معناته you can open it.
No, some
It's
of them you can open, but some of them just shekel. It's not even. It's actually sewed in.
I don't get the best shekel thing.
Inside.
I don't get the best shekel.
Okay, this is very relatable, and it's not even a minor inconvenience. It's major for me. Mosquitoes.
Welcome to Kuwait.
This is one thing I do. Thank God there's not mosquitoes in Kuwait.
لا في حبيبتي.
But trust me.
أنتي عايشة tropical فصح.
Nothing compared to what I've gone through. So for me, it's major.
Yeah, Abu Dhabi was.
I hate mosquitoes. I'm an animal lover, but mosquitoes, I'm a hater. I'm a mosquito hater.
Yeah, they kill like 800,000 a year.
Crazy.
You know,
and then they have those like genetically modified they release genetically modified mosquitoes.
What?
Yeah, in the US.
What, they got lasers or something?
I have no idea what's going on over there, but yeah.
Stuart Little.
All right, I got two more. When this is actually, there's two parts. This is one part what's written, and I have another input with it. Restaurant websites that force you to start an online order if you want to see the menu.
Yeah.
Or my input on it is, especially here in Kuwait, when restaurants, you go on their Instagram and it's just aesthetic photos. I want to see if the food.
I go to photos.
And you go in, like for example, it's like a restaurant that's been, okay, if it's just newly opened 1 month, fine. But if it's been open for ages, and all I see is like furniture photos and like a random filler photos just to make it aesthetically pleasing, and there's no pictures of the food or no pictures of, or like no menu, I'm like, what are you guys doing? You're a restaurant. You're not a furniture shop. You're not a creative mood board, you know?
على طاري Instagram post or Instagram pages وكذي, people who sell clothes on Instagram and not putting the price. I just want to know how much it is.
Exactly. Okay, if they have a website, okay, put like it's on the website. But like if it's just there and you have to DM them.
They do that on purpose because they sell at different price to every different person.
So annoying.
Yeah.
You're gonna lose me as a customer.
Exactly. Anna, when I see that as an inconvenience, like there's no website to click on. You have to DM. So many times I just
DM
don't.
or WhatsApp or whatever. I don't need to. It's a price. I'm not negotiating the price.
And then this is the last one. I can totally relate. And probably she's watching it right now. She knows who I'm talking to. She knows I'm talking to her.
Okay.
All right. When I text someone about something important, and like, you know, you're like, please, like ASAP, whatever, and nothing is back. And then when you're with them, they're always on their phone.
I know a lot of people like that in my life.
Yep.
A lot
Listen,
of people.
if it's a normal text, fine. But like when I text you ASAP or important, and then you reply back to me 4 days, and you cut that out. And then you reply to me 4 days later. What, you need 3 business days to respond to any? But then when you're there, they're always on their phone 24/7. It's like,
I know a lot of people like that.
Annoys me, pisses me off.
Yep. I went from literally 6 hours of Instagram like screen time to now an hour 15 minutes. I did that on purpose.
Wow.
More people should do that. Put your phone down.
Yeah, Anna, like when I travel, I don't use my phone.
Yeah, but those people who are on their phone constantly, but then when you want something from them, they're just not there.
Yeah.
I don't get it. حس عناد الموضوع.
Yeah, they come like chill with you, or you have a plan or something, and they're on their phone the entire time.
Yeah.
You're trying to speak to them, they're like,
especially like for example,
every 2 minutes.
If you call a couple of times, like you know you're not going to be calling a couple of times unless you need something, and then you don't call back. You see a missed call, you don't call back.
I can totally relate. I know a lot of people like that. مشكلة.
One last minor inconvenience for me. When I'm driving, all right, and then like someone's like, you know, coming like from turning left or U-turn or whatever, and they cut you off. If you're gonna cut me off, drive fast. Don't cut me off and then take a break and drive slow in front of me.
صح. Or someone who hits a speed bump فجأة يقرر يطق break.
No, it's not a slow break. It's like the full stop break. It's like you don't need that. You can keep rolling.
خليتوني أحتار. خليتوني أحتار يعني all these things get under my skin, you know.
It's the minor because they're minor inconveniences that drive you crazy.
Another minor inconvenience in terms of roads, if you know that in like a kilometer you need to exit right, then go to the right a kilometer ago, not when you get to that turn.
Yes.
That's what causes traffic.
صح. فجأة من أقصى اليسار
لأقصى
Hey, فجأة
That's how
يكسر.
yes.
That's how accidents happen.
And that's really scary. That's really scary. يعني أصلاً the car يعني كذي تصير.
Yeah.
Or when you're going like already you're over speed limit and they come behind you. I'm like, I'm already driving like, I don't know, over speed limit 130, 140 and you're like behind me. And sometimes like you can't even go on the other lane because someone's next to you.
Yeah.
Or what pisses me off is when someone's in front of me. I can't even drive faster because someone's in front of me. Where the fuck do you want me to go? Someone is in front of me.
Red Bull بيعطيك جوينة.
جوينة.
بس.
والله خوش episode.
نرفزتوني.
Wrapping up. As always, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like the video, listen to us on all platforms, Instagram, TikTok, all the socials, you know the deal, you know the good deal. And as always, keep it real, big love, peace.